With the passage of the Secure Act, there have been ramifications about IRA inheritance. The tax break that was available, well, that changed basically. There is a list of some exceptions, and I'll try to explain some of those to you. But with the Secure Act, basically, here's how it works. Say your parents pass away and they leave you a traditional IRA. Well, at one time, you could just keep taking minimum disbursements for years and years and years. Then the grandkids, they had to take a lump sum. That's the way it basically was. But now, if you inherit a traditional IRA, you can take required disbursements, but only for 10 years. So the time length has greatly shrunk. You can't do 15 years, 20 years, 25 years to offset some of the tax percentages. So, well, there are a few exceptions. There are a few exceptions to that. I've got a list here of the exceptions. Who is an eligible designated beneficiary? Well, a surviving spouse. If that happens, then, you can continue stretching that out. But if you inherit it and you're less than 10 years younger than the person who passed away and left the inheritance for you, then in all likelihood, you will be able to stretch that out. Another possibility is if you're a minor child and you inherited it, or if you're a disabled person, and then finally, if you're a chronically ill person, there is a possibility that you would not have to take it within just the 10-year period. But the bottom line, this has been a change. And so you need to, keep that all in consideration, because I personally want to pay as small amount of taxes as possible, don't you? And so it had been a wonderful thing that you could stretch that out. But just like lots of things, the tax man cometh. And we're happy that we have a government. And though we complain about a lot of things, and there are some things that are done poorly, overspending for certain things and wasteful, I don't like any of that. But, think about the nice roads that we have and so many wonderful programs that our country has. God has blessed America, but we want to be as good a stewards as possible. So that is quite a change. Now, let me go back to saying this. Everyone needs to prepare for their later years. You do personally need to have an IRA, I think, or some kind of retirement program, 403B, 401k, a SEP IRA, traditional IRA, Roth IRA. I've made a video on that, and you can go back and look at that. You need to plan ahead, and just don't think, well, I'll get an inheritance, that will take care of everything. There may not be much of an inheritance. I've got a friend who is about 70 years old, and he had a wonderful dad who passed away, and he received his inheritance. Now, he received this inheritance a number of years ago, but that good man who passed away left his boy 3 cents. He had worked hard. He had paid all of his bills. The total inheritance, 3 cents. And he took those 3 pennies and taped it to a piece of paper that he'd remember his beloved dad. Don't count on a giant inheritance. Don't count on everybody else paying your bills. Work hard and save and prepare for your later years. I've told you repeatedly, I don't believe in retirement if you mean just sitting down and doing nothing. I don't believe in that. And, the retirement program that God has, it's out of this world. But obviously, as you get older, you physically can't do as much. And so you do need to prepare ahead. So make your plans now, but one thing to consider in your planning now is if you think you're going to inherit an IRA, if it's a traditional IRA, well, you may not be able to stretch it out as you had thought of at one time. That seems to have changed by and large, with the Secure Act that was passed by our Congress. I'm doing these videos hoping I'm helping you. If there's something I can do further to help you, please contact me. I'll do my dead level best. May God bless.